All right, everyone. This is CC with We Buy Houses 912 LLC. And I'm interviewing my dad, Andre Lampkin. He doesn't know anything I'm gonna ask him, so we just gonna flow and see what he says. So, Dad, your name is
Andre Lampkin, Andrei Lampkin.
and how old are you?
74.
All right. And how many kids do you have?
One.
All right. And what did you do for a living before you retired?
Well, I taught school for
Mm-hmm.
5 years. I was a personnel director
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years for a large roofing company,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold automobiles for 34 years.
Ooh, 34 years. And your daughter is 35, so that was darn near all my life.
Yes.
All my life I had to fight. All right. So when your daughter, who went to what college?
That's Florida, the Florida A&M University in Tallahassee, Florida.
That's right. That's right. So when your daughter from the Florida A&M University came to you and said, "Dad, I am making the move to real estate," what's the first thing you thought?
I never tried to redirect my children, my daughter, I should say. I thought that she did so wonderfully in college that she would make a good decision.
Okay, okay. And so what did you know about real estate before I got involved in real
The same
estate?
thing that I know about aeronautical engineering.
And what?
Aeronautical engineering.
Okay,
And you know how
expound.
much I know about that.
So now in our family, am I the first one to like really delve into real estate?
Yes, she's the first one in our family that really delved deeply. Deep. Now others have owned homes, but
Yeah.
nobody owns several properties.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now. And so in your 74 years and looking at your daughter, who is now 35 with two of your lovely grandbabies, what are your thoughts now as you think about the next generation and the future of the family?
Oh, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I see very, 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 very prosperous uh, children
Mm-hmm.
who are doing very, very productive things,
Mm-hmm.
who are going to be smart
Mm-hmm.
and kind,
Mm-hmm.
but above all, they're going to be nice.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how do you think real estate has changed the course of the family lineage?
Oh, it's changed significantly because when you have a strong financial foundation,
Mm-hmm.
it allows you to do significantly more things with your life, for yourself, your family, and for others.
I love it. I love it. And so, any advice for parents who, may be concerned about their kids going into entrepreneurship? What would your advice be for them?
Oh, I would encourage them to do so because these are the opportunities that historically a majority of black people didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Most folks don't realize that from 1619 to 1964, that was 20. That was over 20 generations of black people who had no social, economic, or political mobility. That means that generation after generation was in the same economic state that they had been in for centuries.
Mm.
So these are great times which have allowed a majority of black people now to have access to almost everything that's possible to be done in this country. So I feel great. I understand that there are a lot of struggles that need to be taken care of, but I would also encourage those with these opportunities to use these opportunities to confront
Mm-hmm.
injustice, because just like historically, people who had far less than we had,
Mm-hmm.
confronted injustice. I was born in 1949.
Mm.
In 1970, I was graduating from the Florida A&M University. If I had been born in 1849,
Mm-hmm.
in 1870, I would have only been a freak man if I had lived
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years, because the 13th Amendment passed in 1865.
Mm.
If I had been born in 1749, I could have lived 100 years, like a lot of black people did, and
Mm-hmm.
never saw a day of freedom in America.
Mm.
These are things that we all should take to heart.
Yeah.
That's always going to be the legacy of America.
Mm.
The devastating atrocities perpetrated against millions of black people should never be undermined and marginalized.
Yeah.
And I don't care how much you ascertain economically, politically, socially.
Mm-hmm.
Use those assets to confront existing injustices, particularly in our community, because that's the way that we can bring far more black people into this world, into the realm where they can find themselves comfortable socially, economically, and politically in
I love it. I love it.
America.
Those are my questions. Thanks, Dad.
No problem, anytime. As a matter of fact, I like to get my $50 right now. I'm not going to charge you more than that.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye bye.